So I'm smack dab in the middle of zucchini season, and I have a lot more growing than I could ever eat. So I have two choices. I can either grow it and throw it away, or, I mean, I do give quite a bit of it away, but I also preserve a lot of it and eat as much as I can fresh. So today we are going to be making a delicious Breadmaker zucchini bread. So we're going to need about a cup of grated zucchini. I just grated it with a grater, but there is a lot of moisture when you grate zucchini. So this is one of the things that I do. I take some of my zucchini and I move it into a paper towel. And this is going to be a tightly packed cup as well. So we're going to take this paper towel and we are actually going to drain some of this zucchini. Look at this liquid coming out of this. We don't want that in our bread. It'll make too much moisture. We're already adding a little bit of moisture. We don't want this much. So now what I do is I take this little paper towel, make sure you can see it, and now I'm going to pack this into my cup. And I want a nice firmly packed cup of zucchini. I figure it's probably going to take this whole amount that I drained. So I'm just going to put it all in there. And don't worry if your paper towel rips, no big deal, because you can always get another paper towel. You don't want to ruin your zucchini bread. So this is going to be one cup packed. So this for me was about a medium zucchini. Now, one of the biggest things that I do with zucchini when I have a glut of zucchini, which usually comes about this time of the year, is that I take my zucchini and I grate whatever it is I'm not going to be using, because in the winter I can go ahead and throw that in soups. I can, it's going to add all kinds of vitamins and minerals, and it's just been frozen in my freezer. It's really easy to do that. Okay, so there's our 1 cup of zucchini. Okay, it's time to assemble our ingredients. So the first thing we're going to add is our 3/4 cup of vegetable oil. And you're just going to follow the directions on your bread machine, but I usually put the wet ingredients in and then I put in my drier ingredients. So I'm going to put in 2 eggs that are lightly beaten, not overly beaten. I'm going to throw those in with the oil. Then I'm going to be putting in 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. And I actually make my own vanilla extract. It's really easy. I'm actually going to be doing a video of that in the next month. So I'll share that with you as soon as I do. And then the next thing I'm going to be adding is 1.25 cups of light brown sugar. And again, I make my own brown sugar. If you're interested on how to make your own brown sugar, I'm going to link a little short video above. And you can see I actually ran out of it today. It was so great to be able to make some. Then the next thing I'm going to be adding is my flour. I've got 2 cups of just an all-purpose flour. I'm going to put that in there. And then I'm going to be adding my spices and my baking products. So I have 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. I have 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and 1 teaspoon of soda. So I'm just going to put those right in. See, this is such an easy recipe. And then my 1 cup of strained and grated zucchini. And this is packed tightly in a 1 cup measuring cup. And that's it. The secret to the success of any kind of a Breadmaker zucchini bread is that you use either a quick setting or a cake setting, something where the bread is going to rise and go through the process very quick. It doesn't have any yeast, so that's how my bread machine works. So all I'm going to do, I plugged in my bread maker. I'm going to select the course. In my case, I want to move this down to the quick setting. And I'm going to also make sure that everything's kind of on a medium. And we will go ahead and just hit the start button. So it's about 1 hour and 58 minutes to make this bread. Well, our zucchini bread is done. My house is on fire because it smells terrific. And I'm gonna show you how it looks. And I'm gonna give you a quick taste test. Well, our zucchini bread is fresh out of the oven. Boy, does it ever smell good. And I mean good. I'm just gonna go along the sides of my pan with a rubber spatula. I think it's gonna pop right out. And we will give this a delicious bread a sample. Now this is gonna be really hot. I'm actually gonna try to put this on this wire rack sideways. Well, my zucchini bread came out terrific. As you can see, it's just nice piece of zucchini bread. I'm just gonna cut a small piece. I'm gonna go have lunch, so I'm not gonna eat a big piece of this, but I am gonna try it for you. Let me just put a little bit of butter on it. You know my saying, butter makes everything better. So let's give this zucchini bread a try. That is so good. Wow, the perfect amount of zucchini. If you're not a subscriber to my channel, please consider subscribing. Give me a like, a thumbs up, or ring the bell for future notifications, and I'll see you next time. Have a great afternoon.